2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're keeping pace with their win total from last season, holding steady, though they'd like to move the needle and continue to improve. And we'll be watching the big man Brook Lopez in action tonight. Seems wherever he takes the floor, you can always count on him to give you about 20. How great is that to have from your starting center, Kenny?
Well, it's dependable points from any position is huge, but from your center position, I think that actually increases because they can draw fouls. Only few positions in the game can actually draw fouls in the big guys.
Well, I like that Lopez doesn't need a lot of touches to get 20 points. That just shows me he's super efficient right there.
Yeah, Kevin Harlan's got the call, and we will see you later.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. And before we get going, all right, thank you, David. Hey, Brent, two monster defensive teams tonight, premier stoppers on both sides. You're a former scorer. You like a game like this. What do you have to do to get your points, the challenge of scoring?
You know, some of the great scorers in our league, Kevin, do a great job of realizing when a team has put itself in a team foul situation where they can get to the free throw line. So as that happens, great scorers might put more pressure on the defense to force foul calling. Then you go and get some of those freebies. That can loosen up a few things, especially if your defensive stopper suffers through some foul trouble.
It's always great as a scorer to figure out how you're going to attack them, even though maybe an initial roadblock or slowing you down, but you get so much more out of it when you think around the problem and figure it out and get that angle you want.
And how about as a scorer sometimes, Kevin, putting that aside and playing the game within the game and helping your teammates, maybe getting a few more open looks as the attention is drawn to you. Maybe you do your damage a little more subtly, and that's with ball movement, setting up your teammates.
Great point. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, they've got Winslow. Johnson is out there with Hammonds. And it's Arthur in at the power forward position. Kramer, defended by Towns. Feeds to Winslow. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Clock at 4. And here's Johnson outside. Here's Kramer.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
And Durant is right there.
Kevin Durant working on the glass a little bit, utilizing the length again there to get the advantage.
Here's Hammonds, covered by Irving. And the rejection by Towns. James wide open. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Good ball movement here by the Heat. There's a screen. Hammonds kicks to Arthur. Shot clock at 6. There's Winslow. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
For 3, Durant. Second chance shot. It's tipped. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Arthur. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Flash. He's guarded by Johnson. Flash passes to Durant. Sinks the three-pointer. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And this is how KD rolls, a sniper from anywhere on the court, especially from deep.
Kramer, defended by Towns. Off target on the 15-footer. The Celtics with the lead. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rebound by the Heat. Towns with the steal. Wide open look. Good on the jump shot. Towns has got his first bucket of the night.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
But when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Kramer unable to get that one. And the Celtics going the other way now. They defeated Indiana in their last.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Yeah, they were up against a team that struggled all night to get things under control. Mistakes and turnovers and just sloppy play all game long.
Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Here's Hammonds. What a tremendous game he played against Utah.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
He had a nice open look right there.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Eric Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
Here's Flash. No good on that one. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Winslow with it. Now guarded by Towns. There's Winslow. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with it.
Here's Flash. He's guarded by Johnson. And that one, good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
There's a screen. Hammonds kicks to Johnson. Clock at 4. Tries to snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Flash.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Now here's Winslow. Pass to Hammonds. Kicks it out to Johnson. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A lot of the great shooters have great preparation, and that time did a great job of having his feet set. Excellent anticipation of the ball also from Tyler Johnson.
The Heat trail by 7 on the wing. Johnson. The tray, and the Heat another 3.
there's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
It's stolen by Arthur. And stolen by LeBron. And James with a clear path to the hoop. Oh!
Yikes!
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
We'll get a great idea tonight of exactly how they match up in terms of strengths versus weaknesses. When it comes down to a 4-game season series, this first one is always a good indicator of what's to come.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Gordon Hayward comes in for Kevin Durant. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Flash. It's early, of course, but Brent, for teams that have a number of new players, maybe even a new coach, what's an average timeline for developing a winning chemistry?
I think if you look at, Kevin, the way we've talked for so many years about 20 games into the season, with this much change, you might have to look at half of a season because there could be some injuries, there could be some scheduling snafus that make it difficult for you. But half of a year, new coach, new players, 41 games seems to be about right in assessing whether or not this team's going to put something special together for the season.
The kick out to Irving. Another shot. The offensive rebound. And another shot. Towns, no luck.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hammonds kicks to Simmons. Pass to Hammonds. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Simmons. Now the pass to Hammonds. Here's the screen. Back to Simmons. Warren on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hammonds. Poked away.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
From deep. And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from Flash. Flash has got 7 points in the game.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Miami no good on that time either. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Flash. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Hammonds kicks to Simmons. Down low. Shot to stop the run. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Tatum passes to Flash. Got 3 off the mark.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning. So the hope is that he's going to get going.
Shot by Joseph. No good. Boston shooting to start out this game about 43%. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
Boston leading by 10. Flash passes to Tatum. From the arc, drills the 3-pointer. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
I see you, young fella. Nice answer there.
Yeah, look out. We got a long-range duel about to happen.
And Simmons kicks to Joseph. Outside, Simmons dishes it to Warren. Now the feed to Joseph. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Drobniak. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Here's Flash. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
You like to finish things on a positive note, and he times that one beautifully.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Brown and Hayward out on the perimeter. Morris is out there with Tatum. That's Flash in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Flash, in the last game against the Pacers, had a huge game. He ended up with 56 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, listen.
To check in NBA, he was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That'll be his second foul of the game. Price is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Miami also making a switch. Tyler Johnson is checked in for him.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They set the screen. Flash passes to Tatum. Here's Flash. Shoots from the elbow. From downtown. Tatum's shot is off. The Heat trail by 15. Johnson outside. The dish to Joseph. Passes it to Simmons. Connects from three-point range. Simmons got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brent, you played briefly with the Heat. What was it like coming to this team mid-season and getting to play with a player who is revered by Miami fans in Alonzo Mourning?
Well, the thing that I always thought about with Alonzo Mourning was the intensity with which he played with, and to watch his approach both in practice and in his preparation to get ready for big-time basketball was the most impressive part of having an opportunity to suit up with a Hall of Famer in Alonzo Mourning.
The Celtics making a switch here. Durant's checked in, and the Heat making a change here. Kramer guarded by Price. Here's Kramer. Excellent D there from Flash.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
There's Winslow. Sinks the 15-footer. Winslow's got his second bucket of the night.
Some basketball smarts from Winslow there. He rises up with ease when the D is not right on him.
And the wide open shot from Morris. They get it again. Price, the pass to Flash. Bucket is good. Flash has got 15 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
There's a screen. Joseph dishes to Johnson. Off the pick. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Launches a three, and he trains the three. Good looking shot there from Flash. He's got 18.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And Joseph kicks to Arthur. Winslow with it. 5 points in the game. From the baseline. Again, the Heat good for 2.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Back to Price. 11 feet away. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Arthur. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Celtics leading by 15. Here's Durant. Off target at the rim.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Winslow, the pass to Joseph. Kramer, guarded by Price. Can't hit from 12.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Here's Flash. He's covered by Joseph. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Flash. Morris kicks to Brown. Jacks up a three. But they'll get another chance. Durant with a wide open look. Here's Flash. And at last they get one to fall. Flash has got 9 points in the quarter. And the Heat call time here. And Brent, even though it might be somewhat counterintuitive, the numbers show that up-tempo styles are fairly high in efficiency. That may surprise some people. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think what gives in that scenario, Kevin, is it's so hard to scramble back with teams that are operating in the first 6 or 7 seconds of the shot clock to cover the three-point line. All of a sudden, you're running out to guys and opening up space in the interior. That's going to open up drive opportunities to the lane and easy layups. And where you see that most are big men who are getting taken advantage of by running back into the paint. Those threes are worth more than 2. That math class pays off.
It does. I can tell. Irving against Joseph. Here's Kramer. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Boston leading by 20. And a wide open look for Irving. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And Joseph kicks to Arthur. Johnson outside. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Boston.
It really struck a nice balance between long-range shooting and also attacking the rim. That keeps the defense off balance and keeps things flowing offensively.
Hammonds, he's checked in for Joseph. Here's Hammonds, covered by Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Miami, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. Boston's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Drops in the tray.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
To the paint. Here's Kramer. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 6 points for him.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Here's Flash, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Here's Hammonds. And the rejection by Towns.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Flash misses.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Arthur sets the pick for Winslow. Johnson outside. From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Hammonds. That shot misses. Great D that time from Irving.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Tatum, he's shut in for Boston. The Heat making a switch here. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Here's Flash. Celtics passing it around. Towns against Simmons. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Simmons dishes to Johnson. Back to Simmons. Warren kicks to Simmons. He feeds it to Johnson. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Simmons. Beyond the arc. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Simmons. 9 points for Johnson.
First 3 of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on. But he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Nice defense from Flash. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, you have done a really good job finding other guys and creating for yourself. What are you seeing out there that allows you to do that?
A lot of it is just seeing what's available when we come down the floor and just, making a decision from there. I want to be able to punish them if they give me too much space, but, as soon as they start focusing on me, then I can get the ball to an open man, and the team has done a great job of finishing the play so far, D.A.
Trust is so big in this league. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. You've got Tyler Johnson. He's out there with Hammonds. And it's Arthur in at the 4. Winslow kicks to Johnson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Johnson's got 11 points.
The D might want to wake up to that Tyler Johnson floater. Puts that up there just with the right amount of touch to get it to go. That's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Here's Hammonds. Johnson in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark. Stolen. Here's Kramer. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Well, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block through a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brett?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
Hammonds passes to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Here's Durant, and another basket for Boston.
Just impossible to get the KD from the mid-range, showing a smooth shooting stroke.
The Heat have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. There's the screen. Kramer, defended by Towns. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
For Miami, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
The Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Heat moving the ball around. Now here's Arthur, guarded closer. Kicks it out to Johnson. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Baseline J on the way, and another basket for Boston.
The defense draped all over KD. He's able to calmly convert that jumper, but that's what we've come to expect from him.
Timeout called, the Heat.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And Miami making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Hammonds kicks to Winslow. Kramer, defended by Towns. Here's Kramer. Rebounded by the Celtics. Flash has got 11 rebounds in the game. LeBron passes to Flash. Boom, he jams it straight down.
See all the responsibilities that LeBron James has. He is their leader. I'd like to see him get it to the open teammate. He does that often.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the 2nd half now. And Joseph kicks to Arthur. Towns with the steal. Flash passes to LeBron. Durant. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
So capable of going through dominant stretches that leave the opponents shell-shocked. Durant almost laughing at this point.
Arthur with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And Irving comes to help. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Joseph dishes to Johnson. Kicks it to Warren. Simmons sets a screen for Warren. Joseph, the pass to Simmons. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Simmons got his 3rd bucket of the night. 1:43 left in the 3rd. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And again, Boston with the triple.
And how about the way he squares up on that triple? Tatum is a skilled sniper who plays with confidence.
And Joseph kicks to Simmons. Simmons sets a screen for Warren. Trying his luck deep. Up again.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
To the middle. The putback. And Simmons is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Flash. Missile on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
LeBron's checked in for Boston. Cole's checked in for the Heat. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got 11.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Flash. He has 29 in the corner. Tatum with it. Buries it from three-point range. Tatum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Boston.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Cole. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. And it's the Heat with the ball. And it's Cole missing. Flash. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
They're getting us out of stuff. Make hard cuts. Everything with force. Okay? Come on.
And there's Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to play with a little sharper mind, with a little more intense, with more vigor.
And simply put, it's about reaching another level of intensity. When they're attacking, that's when they're at their best.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. They've got LeBron James, and it's Rhodes in at the center. That's the Boston Five. LeBron James on the wing. Here's Flash over Mitchell. A shot by LeBron, no good. NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
No, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay.
Inside, here's Cole. It's deflected. They recover it. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
He's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Johnson kicks to Lopez. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Johnson outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and break post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He has a load to handle for defense. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Johnson kicks to Lopez. Back to Johnson. He dishes it to Lopez. And a fast break now for the Celtics.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Johnson dishes to Lopez. And Cole kicks to Lopez. Lopez a screen. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Flash. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Brown, he's checked in for James. Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Cole. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Cole's got 6 points in the quarter. The Celtics have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket. .104 left to play in the final quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them. And
an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Flash.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Moore got it. Good job in the low post. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A step-back shot here. That one off the back iron and out.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. Almost a perfect game, and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great production offensively tonight. How did you find some rhythm?
Oh, DA, I'm always in rhythm, baby. Don't you know I'm a DJ? DJ? Come on. But tonight was special because I connected with the beat and I was straight up dancing all over that defense. You know, a great game like that is just like listening to a classic track. And you can bet the next time out, you know, I'm going to rewind it back. Oh, what? Even that rhyme, DA, that's how much rhythm I have.
You know, people who talk about rhythm, they don't really have it. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.